AI applications like chatbots and fraud detection are increasingly common. But have you ever wondered what it takes to actually run AI or high-performance compute workloads? What many IT leaders may not know is that where you deploy is critical to success, as not every data center can support advanced workload needs. So wouldn't it be nice to have a space where you can test and validate IT infrastructure solutions for the latest technologies with confidence? That's why we built the Digital Realty Innovation Lab. Today, I'll be joined by experts from across Digital Realty to tour this state-of-the-art solution validation facility. Let's go on inside.
One of the high hurdle rates for AI adoption is access to infrastructure to support the processing and workflows that they need. So we've brought together the best partners, the best infrastructure components, and the best data center design to enable customers to take advantage of that.
I couldn't help but notice it's a little loud in here. Why is that?
Sure. Well, every kilowatt matters, so we're very efficient in the way we run the cooling mechanisms inside this building. So what you're hearing are fans, crack units, and water pressure all combined to cool the infrastructure that's behind us.
Technology is moving so quickly these days that really what people are looking for is certainty. So how does the drill help with that?
A unique opportunity for customers to see and interact with what they're going to get and how they're going to get it inside of one of our facilities. This environment really produces questions. It creates a dialogue between us and that customer that's looking to do things like liquid cooling or high density air cooled. What does containment look like? How can we do this cabling solution? We bring in the experts and we show them exactly what it is.
All of our partners that come into the drill lab get provided with two things: internet access and our ServiceFabric port. So ServiceFabric is our next generation network as a servicing platform that connects to all Digital Realty data centers, all third-party data centers, a network of over 600 plus, and to all the major cloud service providers. So within 2 minutes or less, they can provision connectivity anywhere in the world. You consume it just the same way you consume cloud. Totally pay as you go, only pay for what you need.
As compute requirements have evolved, driven in large part by AI, what we've seen is that liquid cooling is now required in order to efficiently cool that infrastructure. This is a data center that was constructed in 2010 using chilled water, but primarily intended to provide air cooling within the data halls. But the fact that we have chilled water means we're in a position where we can retrofit a lot of our data centers to support the high density requirements of today and future IT application in an efficient and cost-effective manner.
Right, and so that's going to help us deploy more quickly, right?
Correct.
Do you know where the water comes from that goes into our chilled water plant?
We want to be an environmentally conscious neighbor, right, to the communities we operate data centers in. The liquid is sourced from reclaimed water from Loudoun County. It's then fed into a closed loop system, meaning that water is constantly being recycled within the system, minimizing the impact we're having on the environment from a water perspective.
What are people most surprised about when they come through here?
Oh, no doubt. They love the manifold. They love the liquid cooling aspect. If we would have known that manifolds were so cool, we would have built them years ago.
Steve, can you tell me a little bit about some of the patented technology that your team has worked on?
One of the really interesting ones is an overhead cooling solution that removes the heat almost immediately after it's delivered into the room. And it's going to provide up to 50% energy reduction versus conventional cooling techniques.
So that sounds like a huge benefit for customers, that they're having a more efficient deployment, particularly when they're running AI or high performance compute workloads.
Absolutely. Yeah. The more heat that's being generated, the more the energy saving is. It's a direct correlation.
Modular power allows our customers to change their power requirements throughout their history with us. So they can start with one type of power, and then they can switch within hours to a second type of power with little fuss in a safe manner. With modular power, we turn that process into a 15-minute process to upgrade their power, rather than a multi-day process that could involve hours of downtime.
Jason, I saw some panels up at the top of this pod back here. Can you tell me what I was looking at?
Yeah, so those are DAB panels. DAB stands for dissolvable air barrier. And what that does is allows us to keep the cold and the hot air separate. Those panels will actually dissolve, allowing water to get into the aisle if there was ever any need for it.
That sounds like a huge benefit for safety.
And also efficiency. Keeping the hot and cold aisle separate in the data center increases PUE, reduces carbon footprint, and provides a higher quality of service for our customers.
Increasingly, large enterprise customers are finding that they need to pull the data center decision forward in their discussions about how to actualize their project. The kinds of technology, both hardware and software, that enterprise customers are looking at today has more complex power and cooling needs, and there are capacity shortages to contemplate. So in order to avoid downstream data center destination impediments to realizing their project, we've got to pull those conversations forward. And that's where we and partners team up to make sure we're giving customers great line of sight into all their options in order to make sure they can achieve the timeline and the results that they're after.
Whether you're discovering, ideating, testing, or ready to deploy any set of AI infrastructure or high-performance compute infrastructure, this is the place to do it. We've taken the guesswork out of all the environmentals and engineering and allowed a platform to truly run those AI applications.